Welcome to the 2023 Seuss CP Conference, the Edge of Opportunity podcast from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The Southeastern United States Canadian Provinces, or Seuss CP Alliance, was established in 2007 to formally advance a common interest in enhancing economic ties between the two regions. The Alliance is a strategic trade and investment-focused partnership between 6 southeastern U.S. states and 6 Canadian provinces. This year's conference is focused on opportunities in the blue and green economies.
And welcome to the Seuss CP 2023 podcast right here in historic St. John's, Newfoundland. This is day 2, and I can tell you what a time we're having. The conversations are unfolding, the collaborations are happening. This is a true alliance of people that are like-minded and trying to do business together and are doing business together. My name is Alan Dale. This is my good buddy Jerry Carew. We are Gale Force Winds. Laura, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Laura Hipp. I am Deputy Executive Director of the Mississippi Development Authority, and that's the state's economic development and tourism agency.
So important that we have you on the podcast right now because next year, of course, Seuss CP is heading to Biloxi. Is that right?
That's right. We're excited to host Seuss Canada in Biloxi. The last time we did that was in 2010.
Okay.
So it's been a little bit. So
13 years.
Yeah.
Some of the video you showed is amazing. I look forward to going there myself.
It's beautiful. It's right on the Gulf of Mexico. We have some barrier islands you can take a boat out to. People, you can go fishing. It's really an opportunity. It is a resort where the conference will be. So there's an opportunity to bring your family. There's an aquarium. There's great shopping. And there's some arcades. There's some good stuff for the kids to do as well.
Sounds like you got a great setup for the conference to all happen. And now tell me a little bit about Mississippi. What's happening down there? What should people know about Mississippi?
Well, I think we're kind of the undiscovered gem, really, for the state of Mississippi. Our big areas of economic development are the blue economy on the Gulf Coast, of course, unmanned drone technology, both in the air and the water. Of course, a lot of seafood development down there and other ocean technology. We have the University of Southern Mississippi down there that operates an institute similar to the Marine Institute here at Memorial. So that's one aspect. We also, of course, aerospace is strong on the coast. The Stennis Space Center, one of NASA's facilities, is there. They test rocket engines. The Artemis engine was tested there, and we had several Mississippi companies build parts of Artemis. Yeah. So those are two of our major sectors. We also, of course, have auto throughout the state. Nissan and Toyota are in Mississippi. We are big into advanced manufacturing. We just announced in last November a new aluminum plant, $2 billion aluminum plant is coming to Columbus, Mississippi, which is in the northeastern part of the state.
That's fascinating, Alan. Like, you hear a lot about Texas and California. It's really interesting to listen to you talk about Mississippi.
No, 100%. So a big sector. So I had no idea that the blue economy was so big in Mississippi. First of all,
no.
I should have probably known that. That's great, and I love your focus on autonomous underwater vehicles and obviously airborne as well. Tell me, what are the other big kind of industries in Mississippi that we should know about?
Well, of course, right there on the coast in Pascagoula, Mississippi, which is going to be just one county over from Biloxi, is Ingalls Shipbuilding. It's been there for over 70 years, I believe. I may get that wrong, but they build defense ship for the United States and I think a few of our allies. And we've another shipbuilding company, Bollinger, is located nearby as well. Of course, agribusiness is very big throughout Mississippi. The Mississippi Delta is very fertile.
Yeah.
Land, and so we have a lot of course, agricultural companies growing.
Very diverse economy.
Yes.
Very diverse.
Well, what kind of crops they grow in Mississippi? I don't even know.
Soybeans, corn, cotton, very variety.
Wow. So what would you say to companies that are, and development agencies that are looking to come down to Mississippi? They should probably come down, eh?
Oh, definitely. I think you're going to make great connections. The one good thing about this conference is the B2B component. You're going to bring your businesses. We love bringing a delegation every year. We bring one, and they enjoy it every year. They make great connections. They make sales, and that's what's really important. And that's what's going to grow our economy. It's not just the big wins that states and provinces get from big companies. It's growing those mom and pops, growing those small businesses. just one job at a time, one sale at a time.
Yeah.
And that's really the kind of the strength of our communities.
Right, and it's so true, that whole business-to-business component of what the Sioux CP conference does is fantastic. And we had an interesting conversation with a gentleman, actually I think from your state, who talked about sometimes they make connections across state lines when they come up here. They got to come
That's right.
you know, and it's so true, right? Because you're traveling in a on a trade mission, and you start to make connections. But connections are great across the board, no matter what. Great relationship forming through this alliance, north and south. So it's wonderful to be hosting down in Mississippi next year. I bet it's going to be a wonderful conference, and opening people's eyes to what exists down there early on, I think is going to be key. Great shipyard down there that you named. They make some of the best ships in the world. There's no doubt about it. Last pitch for Mississippi?
You got to come down, book it. It's early August. Again, we have great air conditioning. Don't worry about that. It's a wonderful resort area we're going to go to. Bring your family. You're going to do a lot of business and get a lot of sales done.
Last pitch for those cookies that are on the table. Tell us about
Flat
that.
House cookies. I mean, we're known for our food. We are a good food state. So, Flat House cookies in Petal, Mississippi, a woman-owned business. They're delicious. Those are lemon flavored. She has a variety of flavors. So when you come, also, I will say, as I said in there, you need to bring your stretchy pants because you're going to eat well.
Well, that's a great pitch for Mississippi. Can't wait to get down there. Thanks for joining us on the show. Thanks for coming to Newfoundland. Thanks for bringing your incredible team with you to showcase your wonderful state.
Well, thank
Yes.
you. It's beautiful here.
Well, Laura, your thought leadership is welcome here. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to the 2023 Seuss CP Conference, the Edge of Opportunity podcast from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The 2024 conference is taking place in Biloxi, Mississippi, and we look forward to seeing you there.